Hey everyone, welcome to Joygasm's Otaku Tonight.
Today,
I'm Paul.
and I'm Premium Steve.
And today we're going to talk about Dragon Ball Z, the greatest show on the planet. Amazing news is that Dragon Ball is coming back.
Not another movie, which they are coming out with another movie. They've got 18, 19 movies now.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But this isn't a movie. This is another TV show.
Right, and it's going to be called Dragon Ball Super.
Like Super Saiyan?
Like Super Saiyan. What is it? What is that? What are you
Charging up. Trying to become my Super Saiyan.
So Dragon Ball Super is pretty much going to start off right after Dragon Ball Z ended with
Majin Buu.
With Majin Buu, you know, him being defeated. The world is all peaceful now. So, you know, Chi-Chi's like, hey, Goku, since you've been, you know, just fighting people and you haven't really been a good husband to me, why don't you become, get a job. Get a job. So, in Dragon Ball Super, Goku becomes a radish farmer.
And Gohan, I think, is getting married in this one.
Yeah,
finally.
Gohan he was married in GT, but of course, remember, GT doesn't count. You're right.
So, going on that, for GT, we had the evolution of Super Saiyan Level 4.
Yes.
Now, whoever's watched Dragon Ball Z, it's a lot of powering up. I think when I was growing up as a kid, I sat through 3 months of powering up before anything happened.
Yeah.
And then you have Dragon Ball GT, where they power up to Super Saiyan into the gorillas.
Yeah, into a golden, I think, what were they called? Ozoro or something. The golden monkey, the giant. You have to become first. I mean, do I have to explain how you have to become Super Saiyan 4? You have to have a moon, you have to be a monkey, and you have to be a monkey Super Saiyan, and then the Super Saiyan monkey turns into Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah.
Which is just like a dark, hairy Goku, which is weird.
With red fur chest.
And then poor Vegeta, he couldn't get up there, so he had to have Bulma make him a machine to get him there. Vegeta's always behind.
So this kind of scratches all that, because we've got a different evolutionary path, if you call it.
Yeah.
The last movie that came out, which was to pretty good fanfare, was Battle of the Gods.
Battle of the Gods. I have not seen that yet. I heard that Goku reaches a new level of Super Saiyan in that one.
He becomes a god.
God Saiyan.
And that's the one I have right here, Super Saiyan God.
He could beat all the
He gets this reddish hair, and he becomes Super Saiyan God to fight these
other gods?
Egyptianish looking gods, yes.
So,
from Egyptian mythology influenced.
Right.
He has to fight them, so that's where he gets his Super Saiyan God evolution.
Yeah.
And then after that, speaking of evolutions, we have Resurrection F.
Right, Frieza. F, if you guys didn't know what F standed for.
Gold Frieza. He's wearing that bling. He's bling-blinging.
He's hardcore bling. His whole body is
a gold
bling.
grill wasn't enough. He had to go all gold.
All gold. And you'd think they would get a little more creative with new forms, but they just made him gold.
I think he gets taller. So where this one goes is this kind of picks up right after Battle of the Gods.
Okay.
It's one of the few that actually does a continued continuity.
Right.
A lot of them kind of take place in their old world, like you remember the Brawly ones.
Yeah.
Kind of happen in their own time space that don't really relate to the anime. So what this one does is Vegeta comes back as Gold.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, I want to run that as our Twitter handle, I think.
Gold Frieza?
OTT Gold Frieza.
Gold Frieza. What I don't get is pretty much, I mean, Resurrection F, some weird dude comes and he wants to, bring Frieza back from the dead. He's just sitting there in hell with all the other failed, bad guys that Goku beat up.
Frieza is.
Right.
Yeah.
And Frieza comes back and he's
by way of the Dragon Balls.
But how does he, achieve a higher form? Somehow. That's what I'm confused. I'd probably have to watch the movie to actually find out. But
I don't want to spoil it for people who want to watch it. I saw a synopsis of it.
Yeah.
Frieza comes back. He isn't dumb, so he obviously assumes that.
Right.
And he even references the time that he sat there. I think it's like 3-year time span.
Yeah.
So he references that, and he says how he didn't wait around, and he helped get.
Oh, he
stronger
probably in hell he was training and stuff like that.
So I'm sure it's explained, but he comes back by way of the Dragon Balls, a wish, which those Dragon Balls are more trouble than they're worth.
But Steve, do you remember? You remember what happened when Frieza came back before? You know,
When
after
he was piecemeal together.
yeah, yeah. Trunks came in and took care of him real quick.
Yeah.
So
and then you had Kula. Just always reminds me of Arnold for some reason.
Frieza's brother.
Yeah.
Cooler. And then who's his dad?
I don't
Whatever.
remember that
I
one.
know.
They
It
started
just got
getting-
weird.
Yeah.
But onto Super.
So wait, before we get there, in Resurrection, there's another evolution of Super Saiyan
Oh God.
after God,
Super Saiyan double.
because the characters in God are in this new Resurrection F, and then we get a Goku with. We have gold, we have
red, blue.
blue.
Yes, I got
Blue
it.
hair. I'm not sure exactly how that works. The synopsis that I watched wasn't in English.
Okay. So
But yeah, we see blue, and he's not the only one. So
Yeah.
look forward to that. It looks pretty enticing. I'm excited for F. And now
and Super
tying into Super, so we see the same characters from.
before the end of the Buu saga of Dragon Ball Z. GT is completely negated, which actually I'm kind of sad that one character is not like in Dragon Ball Super, is because in Dragon Ball GT, Gohan and Vital or Vidal, however you want to call her, they already had a baby, and her name was Pan, and I really liked Pan,
yeah.
and I wish she would come back.
So we'll see what happens.
Maybe they'll have a baby Pan.
Maybe they'll write that in. They released some of the characters, and
Yeah.
2 of the characters that we've seen in Battle of the Gods and the Resurrection F are in this one. Already.
Yeah,
So this is taking place
Anubis
right.
character is in there.
So this is taking place right after
F.
F.
Right, Resurrection F.
It's tying in the continuity, which again is rare for Dragon Ball.
So, I mean, I've been the biggest fan of Dragon Ball forever, and having a series come back 18 years later is awesome. And okay, first of all, Akira Toriyama didn't have anything really to do with GT besides maybe the character designs. I don't know if that's true, but
he
this
really,
one he actually has the original story and the character designs that he did. So he's actually involved.
Yeah,
very
if
much.
you read the mangas, as he was getting towards the Buu saga, he has kind of like a forward or an author commentary. He is
like
conveying high frustration with the series. He's burnt out. He's tired. He doesn't want to do it anymore.
I mean, there were like 40-some volumes or something.
The anime is at its all-time high. They're pushing him to write more volumes. He's trying to come up with this story, and he's just tired. So he just writes it off. And kind of what you see happen at the end of Dragon Ball Z is similar to how the manga ends.
Yeah.
He takes a break, and then they want to keep the anime going because it's so popular.
Right.
And he wants nothing to do with it. So that's where GT comes into play.
That's where GT comes in and all the weird stuff starts
Now he's
happening.
rested. He's rested for a little while. He's had 18 years, and he's like, all right, I think I want to get back on this horse.
That's probably what happened.
Tested the waters with God and with Resurrection F.
And they turned out good. Well, Resurrection F's not out, so I don't know if it's good. But Battle of the Gods apparently turned out pretty good. And yeah, I mean, I know I'm one to say that a show should end, but I am so happy that Dragon Ball is coming back. And it actually...
It's coming back the right way.
Right, with the creator coming back with a good story and, a radish farmer story. No, but it's actually premieres this coming Sunday, July 5th. So it's going to be on Fuji TV for those of you in Japan, or for those of you who have access to that network. I don't know. I didn't see if there was any simulcasts or anything. I don't know if Crunchyroll or Hulu is doing anything like that. I don't think so. I couldn't find anything online about that. Do you know?
Yeah, so Funimation should have the rights for this, so I would think it would be on their channel because they have a streaming service right now.
Oh, yeah.
I would think it would be theirs, but luckily, to tide you guys over a little bit till that's figured out, August 4th, Resurrection F comes out to the U.S. by Funimation.
Awesome.
So you'll have a movie to watch.
Well, not only the movie, the manga, Resurrection F and Dragon Ball Super are going to have a companion manga
Series
written
to go
together.
along. Yep.
So I always thought that was kind of weird. You know, it's kind of just, I think, a way to just make extra money.
I think
Dragon Ball Super is going to be in the serialized in the V Jump magazine. So, and that's going to start in August also.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this new series will be exciting.
Very exciting. But
when this was popular, I actually have these figures from Burger King. So Burger King had Dragon
I have
Ball Z
those too.
figures.
I have a Frieza and I have a Goku. A silver Frieza, silver Goku.
They had a gold Goku.
They did have the gold. Maybe that's where they got the idea for the gold Frieza. It's from Burger King. They're like, what are we gonna do? Let's just make a.
So on
Burger
that,
King made them.
And this may splash up. They actually have a gold Frieza pop coming out.
Oh.
It's a Comic-Con exclusive.
Which you're gonna be.
I'm gonna be at Comic-Con. I'm gonna be enjoying a lot of the sites. We have a few friends at
Anime Expo this weekend
coming up.
Yeah.
And we'll get some summaries on that. That may also be future.
when after Comic-Con and Anime
all
Expo
the announcements,
over.
we'll cover all that stuff.
I don't know much more about Dragon Ball Super. Like who the main villain is, new characters introduced.
They showed some pictures. It's on.
There's a trailer out also.
They pulled that. I tried to watch it, so hopefully that comes back up. On Toei's website, they have a character page. It announces all the characters that you know, including the two from
Battle of the Gods.
Battle of the Gods. And then there's a promotional poster where there's two more characters that look like counterparts to the two characters in Battle of the Gods. But they didn't say anything about them yet.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're going to be additional protagonists, antagonists for the series. I'm not quite sure yet.
Right. I mean, hopefully it'll be awesome, fun, Super Saiyan fighting. I just want them to have the pacing be good in the show. You know, Dragon Ball Z was not a good paced show. I mean, it took forever for things to happen. That's why they, condensed it and made Dragon Ball Kai. Remember that?
And that even came out in Japan because it was so long.
I know.
The condensed version came out in Japan.
Yeah.
That's a series where you definitely have too much filler.
Too much filler. Way too much filler.
And there's a lot of exaggeration in that where you just see it going up and back. I remember watching 4 episodes going up and back. And these were once a week.
Yeah. So.
And going up and back between Frieza and Goku just powering up and talking. I mean, that was it. It was no progression of the story. It was a ton of that. But I did like the earlier ones that you had, especially Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball I felt was really fun and carefree.
Right, and it was a very coming of age story. More than just Goku reaches new Super Saiyan, new Super Saiyan, new Super Saiyan. It was really more, I think, character driven back in Dragon Ball than it was Dragon Ball Z, where it's more battle driven, fought driven.
Yes. Last time we covered Attack on Titan and how they have companion mangas and how a lot of those are one-offs. Even for the studios that they're written or other characters, they're all taking place in their own world. They're very different.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a high contrast to the U.S. comic book.
Yeah. And, The
U.S. comic book has whole universes. I mean, I've got some here. Superman Kingdom Come, which is a more violent Superman. Then I've got Batman, and you have some famous authors for their certain takes and spins on the characters. So you have one character evolving throughout. Whereas with this, you have one artist running with their series.
One artist, they have their assistants, and then one artist, one story, one go, and done, and then anime.
And this kind of shows the complexity of
Oh God, what is that?
U.S. comic books. This is the Secret Wars and how all the series tie in.
My brain.
Yeah. Very simple compared to.
I don't think we have time to talk about that, so
that'll be next week.
Next week, yeah.
We're gonna dive into all the complexities of comic books, the differences, the even the way the pages turn.
The way the pages turn. So much different. If you're in Japan, have fun watching Dragon Ball Super. You're one of the lucky ones. Because I've been waiting forever for the show to come back, and I'm happy it did. I never thought it would, actually. But that's exciting. So, yeah.
Tell us your thoughts on it as you watch it, or anybody who here in the U.S. who understands Japanese and gets a sneak peek at it. And keep it going on Twitter. Tell us your thoughts on Resurrection F.
Yep. Leave a comment below. Hit that like button. Subscribe. And
what's our tag?
Well, OTT Golden Frieza. Yeah. How do you like Golden Frieza? Tell us about it.
All right.
See you guys later. See you next week. Bye-bye.